guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. She is the queen of doing like eyebrow stuff, you know, eyebrow pencils, eyebrow shadows, like all kinds of eyebrow stuff. But I just feel like when it comes to eyeshadows, they have stepped their game up and they have become one of the best eyeshadow formulas that I love, and with no exception the Modern Renaissance palette. This palette is so freaking gorgeous. A while back, like last year, I purchased the World Travelers palette and I have used the crap out of this palette. I love this palette still to this day, and I just feel like this palette right here is even better. Like, I thought this was amazing, which still, like, I think it's amazing, but this palette definitely is so much better. Like, the eyeshadows the eyeshadows are so buttery. Oh wait, I might want to open it. The eyeshadows are so buttery and pigmented. Like, when I tell you guys that it's pigmented, I ain't even lying, girl. Like, this is one of the best palettes that I have, and that's saying a lot because, like, I have a lot of palettes. I seriously feel though like this palette is gonna last me a long time because you literally, like, I tried to show y'all when I was like applying when I was kind of dipping my brush in the shadows, so I could show you guys that I literally just had to do it 2 times, and you still have to tap off the excess because when you put it in your eye, like, it's just so dark and pigmented, and when you blend these eyeshadows out, the color is there. They look even prettier and just blown out. I love these eyeshadows. If there is one palette you guys need in your life, I'm not even kidding, is this one. I'm so happy that this palette is not like limited edition or anything like that because it is gorgeous, and I know that one day if I run out of this palette, I'm gonna go repurchase another one. That's how much I love it. So there is seriously nothing bad I have to say about this palette. I mean, come on, look at the packaging. It's beautiful. It's mauve-y, it's matte, it's like soft, that, you know, that whatever. I don't even know what kind of texture this is, but I love it. It's so pretty. Yeah. Anyways, now that I'm done going on my happy rant on this palette, like, I'm just serious about this. If you want it, go get it. Don't even think twice. Me and my sister went on a hunt to look for this palette. We went to like 2 different Sephoras. We went to Nordstrom. We went to Ulta's. Like, we were looking, and finally we found it at an Ulta. And they were like, grab like 2, grab 3 because they are just leaving the shelves like this. And I see why, girl. You need it in your life. Enough said. So I am going to be showing you guys how I achieved this makeup look today. So I wanted my first tutorial to be a very dramatic smoky eye because you guys know I'm all about that life. But I did ask on Facebook like what look you guys wanted to see more. A lot of girls told me both of them, like a daytime to a nighttime, but I don't know. I wanted to do a daytime because that's mainly what you guys wanted to see. So I'm like, I'll do a daytime and then I'll do a nighttime look, and then I'll kind of do both because I don't know, I feel like transitioning to nighttime, it's not gonna be like that dramatic smoky eye that I want. So I mean, just to let y'all know, if y'all wanted to turn this look more into a nighttime look, all y'all have to really do is take this brown shade right here, smoke it out on the outer V, add a wing liner if you want, add black liner on the waterline, everywhere. Really smoke out that lower lash line with these brown and like orangey shades if you wanted to transition it more into a nighttime, and trust me, that's all you need. You can add a little bit of black from another palette as well, and yeah, add some false lashes, do a darker lip. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I'll do the daytime today, and then next time I'll do a nighttime, and then next time if y'all want, I'll do a day to a night. Whatevs. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get on with the swatches real quick. That's really fast, and then I'm just gonna go and jump on to how I got this makeup look. Okay, so these right here are the top row swatches, just the top line. Look how gorgeous and pigmented these eyeshadows are. Let me try to zoom in. Show you guys a little close-up. All very pigmented. As you can see, they are all super pigmented. There is no patchiness whatsoever, especially with the matte shades. Maybe this one a little bit, but like, that's my hair in the way kind of, so that's why it looks a little bit like that. But gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, this is the bottom swatches of the bottom row, and again, no patchiness. They look so buttery. This is what it looks like when I turn off the light in here. I don't know, it looks a little bit more true. I know it looks dark, but y'all can still see them. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to be taking my Master Conceal Concealer from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Light to Medium. I'm blending this all over the eyelids with my Real Technique sponge to start off with a fresh base. Then I'm going to be setting that concealer with this white creamy shade. I love the fact that this palette has a white creamy shade. You guys know that I love setting my bases with like a whiter eyeshadow, and this one is very pigmented, so that's what I'm going to be doing, just setting my concealer so it doesn't crease up. So the first actual eyeshadow I'm going to start off with is the shade Burnt Orange, and it's such a light, pretty, like orangey, peachy shade, and yes, I was like, oh my gosh, these eyeshadows are very pigmented, made me smile. Anyways, I'm going to start off with most of the product on the outer V and outer crease of the eye, and then with whatever's left over, I'm kind of dragging it in. I'm using my E40 blending brush from Sigma, and just blowing this out, fluffing it out all over the eye, the crease. And anyways, when I was talking about the palette and stuff in the intro, I got so excited that I forgot to tell you guys how much the palette actually is. So the palette itself is $42. I bought mine at Ulta. You could get it at Sephora and just, wherever. So Sephora's and Ulta's. And normally Anastasia's shadows are around like $30, $32, but since the eyeshadows in this palette were a little bit bigger, they did decide to make it a little bit more expensive. But don't you worry, girl, I feel like every penny is worth it because these eyeshadows are just so buttery and good. Now I'm gonna be taking this shade Raw Sienna, and this, I don't know, I just wanted to mix both of the transition shades. I love mixing my transition shades. They seem like they're so the same, but they're not. They're both different in their own ways, and when you mix them together, I feel like they just look so much more prettier. I'm taking my E40 blending brush and just doing the same exact thing I did with the first shade. Then I took the shade Realgar, and this is such a beautiful orangey brick shade. This is one of the main reasons why I got this eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow and red ochre are just like to die for. I took my Morphe M503 brush to apply this in the outer V, again, keeping it lower than the transition shades. You don't want to cover up your whole transition shades with this color. So I'm keeping it a little low and then dragging it in the inner part of the crease again as well. So here I just went ahead and took my E40 blending brush from Sigma, and I went over everything just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Then for my lid shade, I'm going to be using this gorgeous champagne shade. I'm going to take this Isabella Phantom brush and apply, oh wait, did I even tell you guys the shade? It's called Primavera, or Primavera. I know that sounded way too Latina. I took the shade Primavera and put it all over the lid. I love this freaking eyeshadow. It is so gorgeous. Anyways, I applied it all over the lid and then took my little 503 brush just to blend out any harsh lines. And then I took this top shade, which is a little bit more pinkier than that one, and it's a little bit more brighter. It's Vermeer. And I used it as my brow highlight, and then I'm going to use it in the future as my inner corner highlight as well. And then again, just taking my blending brush to make sure there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to be taking this beautiful pinky kind of fuchsia shade, which is Love Letter, and I'm taking this pencil crease brush from 6+ brushes. I'm going to list the links to these brushes down below just in case you guys would like to purchase any. So with this eyeshadow, I didn't want to bring it like all the way up. I'm just keeping it in the outer V. This is why I'm using this brush, because I'm like trying to be more precise. I really want to saturate this color as well. So I had a good couple, like 2 layers of this so you can really see it. But again, keeping it very low and bringing it just a slight bit in the crease, in the middle of the crease. And then I went ahead and blended out this pink shade with the kind of more burnt orangey shade Realgar with my M503 brush, just to make sure, again, there's no harsh lines. How many times do I have to say that? Now I'm going to be taking the shade Cyprus Umber, and I'm going to be using this kind of like an eyeliner, but of course I'm just using eyeshadow. I'm going to take this angled brush from Equal Tools and just applying it on the outer part of my eye. And just using it like if it was eyeliner, guys. Just like that. So just to add a little bit of darkness, you guys don't have to do this, but of course me, like I feel like if I don't add any kind of darkness to my eyes tend to look a little tired and like kind of dull. I don't know why, it just happens because I have small eyes, and I guess it kind of makes my eyes look smaller if I don't add anything else to my eyes. So I'm just placing this really close to the lash line, as close as you can. You don't want to go over the eyeshadow because you still want kind of like that smoky effect, so just bring it really close and really thin. Now I'm going to be curling my lashes. I'm just using my Revlon lash curler, giving them a couple squeezes to prep for my mascara. For my mascara, I'm going to be using the Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara. I love this mascara. This is from Maybelline. So after my mascara, I'm going to skip straight to concealer. I'm not going to be showing my foundation in this video because I'm saving it for another one that I'm doing. So for concealer today, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. Yes, in the shade Light, and I'm just highlighting the under eyes, the bridge of the nose, the cupid's bow, forehead, chin, yada yada yada, you guys know. For my foundation, if you guys want to see like what foundation I use and stuff like that, that will be my next video because I'm kind of doing like a review on a foundation, on a new foundation that I've tried out. Hint hint, it's from the drugstore, and I don't know if you noticed on my face, but it's very glowy and pretty. But anyways, I'm using my Real Technique sponge to apply this, to blend this out the concealer. Oh my god, that didn't make sense. I swear. This voiceover has taken me way too long to film because I can't talk. I feel like I can never talk, but today I really can't talk. Anyways, yes, just blending it out with my Real Technique sponge. So to set my concealer, I'm going to be taking the RCMA Translucent Powder, one of my favorite powders of life. I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge to just apply this under the eyes. I'm not going to really be baking because I want my face to look glowy, of course. But the only area where I'm going to pack it on is my T-zone area because you guys know I have a super oily T-zone area. And if I don't do this, like by the end of the day, it will be grease balls, girl. So I always like to kind of really bake the little smile lines on my face because they do tend to like crease up. So anyways, other than that, I'm just gonna brush off any excess powder that I might have. And that little area right there was bugging me. So then I'm gonna take my ABH Contour Kit, and I'm gonna be taking all three shades. I'm pretty sure it's like Java, Fawn, and Havana. And taking this 6+ brush, I'm gonna just contour my cheekbones, my forehead. I don't know what it is. I always feel like I have to contour. Not that I don't feel like I have to, but like I love to contour my face. I don't care what I'm going for, glowy, simple or not, like dramatic. I have to. Oh my god, my daughter. She had barely woken up. I always try to do my videos in the morning, like when they're asleep. But then obviously in between, they always wake up and they have like that bed head, and she always sleeps without a shirt on. So look at her, like she's just walking around without her shirt. She's so funny. She's always saying funny things while I'm doing my makeup. But anyways, just contouring the areas where I would normally contour. Then to further highlight my under eyes and my T-zone area a little bit, I'm just going to use this banana shade. I'm just using a little bit. It's not really that huge of a difference, but in my case, I feel like it does brighten a little bit more. I'm using my blush brush from Elf to apply that. Following that, I'm going to take my Becca palette made with Jaclyn Hill, and I'm going to be using the blush in the shade Amaretto, and using my Sigma, I believe it's the F10 blush brush. I'm going to be patting this in the apples of the cheeks, and then taking it back like I always do. Then I'm going to be taking this blush called... Dang it, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll list it on here somewhere. I'm going to take Champagne Pop after that. That's going to be my highlight for today. And I'm using my Morphe M510 brush to apply this on the tops of my cheekbones. I'm also going to be using the Mary Luminizer highlight from the Balm because I find that Champagne Pop and Mary Luminizer look so beautiful together. Like, Champagne Pop is a little more champagne-y and Mary Luminizer is a little bit more like whiter. So mixed together, I feel like they're so pretty. So for the under eyes, I'm going to take these two eyeshadows, the shade Burnt Orange and Raw Sienna. And I'm going to be blowing these under the eyes with this crease brush from 6+ brushes again. I have grown to love this brush so much. I use it on the top of my eyes and I use it to blow out my lower lash line. It just smokes it out so nicely. Like, I don't use any other pencil brushes, but this one, I wanted to go a little more smoky, but since it is a more daytime look, I was like, no, I'm going to keep it settle. So then I took the shade Primavera again and just put it in the inner lower lash line and then brought it in the inner corner a little bit. Then I took the shade Vermeer and applied it in the actual inner corner with this shader brush from Isabella Phantom brushes. Then I added a little coat of mascara on my lower lashes. And last but not least, for my lips today, I'm going to be taking this lip liner from NYX in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. This is my first time using a NYX lip liner, and I actually really like them. The consistency, they last long. I love them. So then I'm going to take this Milani lipstick. Oh my god, I love this lipstick so much that literally that's all I have left. This is in the shade Naked, and it's one of their matte lipsticks. I'm going to be topping my lip liner with this, and then on top of my lipstick, I'm going to be using a gloss. I have not used a gloss in so long, but I'm taking this one from Maybelline. It's from the Elixir collection, and just putting this on top. And that is it, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next makeup tutorial is definitely going to be a little bit more dramatic and nighttime appropriate, but this was more because a lot of girls wanted a more daytime look. So anyways, really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.